Hello everyone, I'm Skyny, the founder and CEO of Realme. Thank you to each and every one of you for being here with us today. I want to extend my warmest welcome to those of you who have been with Realme since the beginning and those of you who are just getting to learn us. Born in 2018, Realme is the youngest smartphone brand among the world's top 6. To be bold and fearless is in our DNA. Our unconventional creations have inspired more than 100 million users worldwide. That drives us to pursue ever greater tech and design innovations. Pushing into the premium segment is a step Realme must take to provide the best experience that our customers have always desired. For more of our Go Premium stories, let's welcome Madhav, President of Realme International Business Group.
Hi everyone, thank you and welcome to Realme's GT2 series global launch event. I am Madhav Sheth and I am thrilled today to unveil our exciting new journey to create a new premium tech lifestyle for users who are looking to enhance the vibe of their daily life. For the past 3 years, thanks to relentless support of our users and the global ecosystem partners, we have been able to achieve a number of remarkable milestones. We have become the world's 6th largest smartphone brand in just 3 years' time and won the trust of over 100 million users worldwide. We have grown to be a top 5 smartphone brand in 21 different countries and regions. In India, we have become the most trusted technology brand in 2021 and emerged as number 2 smartphone brand in Q4 2021. In Europe, we have become the fastest growing smartphone brand in 2021 while seizing a top 3 positions in Poland, Russia and Slovenia, as well as top 5 in Italy, Belgium, Greece, Czech and Belarus. Well, we'll not stop there. We will forge ahead and continue to fulfill users' need in the new era of 5G and AI, which has unleashed the great potential of interactive and the personalized smart devices. Our goal is to create a smart, connected and a trendy lifestyle for users worldwide by building an integrated AIoT ecosystem with premium products, whether from Realme or partner brands. And we are going all out to transform Realme from a pure smartphone player into a robust AIoT ecosystem platform. That's why we have upgraded our AIoT strategy. We call it 1 + 5 + T. 1 refers to the core product, the smartphone, the center. The 5 signifies the 5 major categories: TWS, wearables, TVs, pads and laptops, which are the most frequently used devices. And the T stands for other products under Realme's AIoT brand, Realme Tech Life. The Realme Link app is the smart control center for all these products. In the future, all Tech Life ecosystem products can be connected via Realme Link app. We are currently engaged in a race to connect users with their products in a seamless and fun way that they can really appreciate. Realme Tech Life brand will cover 3 major product categories. The first is the smart entertainment, which includes TV boxes, projectors, and gaming accessories. The second is the smart care like vacuum robots, air purifiers, and the body fat scales. And the third is smart connect, smart sockets, smart bulbs, and cameras. The goal is to spread the convenience and comfort that comes with a full-fledged embrace of personal usage and the smart home technology. Realme will also create an iconic landmark with our first flagship store in the world. The store having 3 functional floors covering more than 13,000 square feet. It will showcase all of our AIoT products including TVs, wearables, speakers and vacuum robots in addition to the smartphones. Customers will be able to experience a smart, connected life by using various smart devices at this 360-degree tech life space. In addition to providing premium products and services to users, we have also been seeking to shoulder social responsibilities. Although only a 3-year-old upstart, we are moving steadily towards becoming an eco-friendly and sustainable tech player, aiming to make a positive impact on the environment. We have been exploring various methods to pursue cleaner and more sustainable operations. Today, I am very honored to unveil our sustainability vision, Leap to Greener, for our smartphones by 2025 and beyond. We will make comprehensive efforts to achieve double zero target, which is realizing net zero carbon emissions in corporate operations and zero waste sent to landfills by 2025. We are striving to cut carbon emissions from our GT series smartphones by 50% in 5 years via minimizing their full life cycle carbon footprint through a process that goes from material selection to design to manufacturing and to packaging to use and finally to recycling. When we say leap to greener, we mean it. A responsible brand starts by taking real actions. With the GT2 series, we have taken further steps to explore new possibilities for sustainability. For every GT2 series smartphone sold from Realme's official website, we will help to plant and grow a tree in the name of our Realme fan. For every tree we plant, it will only take less than 24 months to offset the amount of CO2 produced by manufacturing one smartphone. In this way, we are able to achieve carbon negative purchase, which is one more step beyond carbon neutral purchase. Through this initiative, together with Freedom, Realme could contribute to achieving 10 sustainable development goals set out by the member states of the United Nations to protect the environment and promote human well-being. Before diving into our latest premium creations, I want to share a short personal story. At the start of 2021, I made a New Year resolution to talk to users in at least 10 different countries and regions. I wanted to get first-hand information on how young people view Realme and what products they really desire for. During talks with them, I was really inspired and touched by their unconstrained ideas and expectations for Realme. And one small encounter in Poland struck me the most. I remember it was in May. I was a little tired after a long and a demanding business trip. I went into a local diner for a casual meal. I was enjoying the local Polish specialty while checking user messages on Twitter. Suddenly, I noticed that a young man nearby kept looking in my direction. When I looked over, he avoided eye contact with me. But finally, he came up and said hello to me, explaining that he couldn't help but not notice me but the smartphone in my hand. He loved the phone very much, but could not buy one in Poland. I told him that I had imported the Realme GT from other countries and we started chatting. I asked him how he got to know Realme and why he had his mindset on the GT. He said that smartphones all look similar nowadays and had few to look forward to. He did not want to use the same phone as older generations. He wanted something cool and special with a powerful performance and unique design that can make him stand out. That's why he had set his eyes on the Realme GT. We finally launched the phone in Poland 1 month later, as shown in the picture. What the young man said next really surprised me. He said he felt it a pity that technically Realme did not have a top-notch flagship phone, which has outstanding performance with the industry-leading technologies. His words made me think. Traditionally speaking, when people talk about the premium flagship, the first brand popping into their head is Apple and Samsung. But today people desire something different and novel that they can relate to. In their eyes, the best phones don't need to be limited to just Apple and Samsung. Bearing that in mind, I talked to Sky, our founder and CEO, on a few occasions. It turned out that he was totally on the same page with me. We both believed that Realme should deliver a full-fledged flagship phone to our young users no matter what the cost. If not, we would fail our users' expectations in the near future. That's how we decided on the Realme GT2 series. Going premium is definitely not easy. Let me show you some numbers. among the over 200 smartphone brands on the market, only 15 of them have been able to deliver products exceeding 800 USD. The number of those accounting for more than 5% of the market share is no more than 5. It requires tremendous investments on the tech innovations, user insights, and the brand building to strongly push into the high-end segment, which will probably drag the whole company down. Therefore, inside the company, we said it is like starting a new business all over again. But we are confident. Our strength lies in our core value of dare to leap. Unlike most smartphone brands today, who have grown too big to risk being innovative and end up taking the safe route, we are always at the forefront of challenging the status quo. We are not scared of breaking away from the pack in our quest for innovation. To go premium, we will invest more than 70% of the company's R&D resources on exploring advanced technologies in display, fast charging, and 5G to provide users with the top-tier flagship experiences. We will launch the Realme Design Studio in Europe to expand our master designer cooperation, aiming to make waves in the design world by uniting technology and the art under one roof. We have had collaborations, including Nata Fukasawa and Jose Levi, both of whom have contributed their expertise to Realme by designing trend-setting new products together with the brand. Besides introducing master designers, we believe in the strength and the potential of pioneering young designers. The future is in their hands. Last December, we launched a new collaborative initiative with Northumbria University, Newcastle, a renowned university in UK, to explore future designs for smart devices. The students' work have been both forward-looking and inspiring. So we have decided to extend the initiative to major universities worldwide, in a bid to enable and support more than 100 young talents to make their genius ideas become reality. There's one more piece of good news that I want to announce. We have reached agreements with major European carriers, including Orange, Deutsche Telekom, and Vodafone, to bring amazing 5G products to the wider customer group across Europe, starting with the advanced GT2 series through Vodafone and Deutsche Telekom's online and offline stores. In 2021, the sales volume of the GT series and the X series, both belonging to our flagship portfolio, advanced into the 5 million unit club. And in 2022, with the addition of the GT2 series, we expect it to be doubled to 10 million. Through the GT series, we intend to embody the spirit of greater than great. The spirit drives us to pursue great innovations in design and performance when creating a new flagship empowered by brand's dare to leap spirit. We rejected conformity and are set to challenge the expectations of being great by giving new definition to it, be daring to go even further beyond expectations and encourage our customers to reimagine what it means to be greater than great. Therefore, the GT series we want to create is not just about great phones. It's about the relentless pursuit of even greater innovations that can help change people's lives for the better. All of this has led to a new chapter for Realme. As you may have known, today we are going to launch two new phones, Realme's first ever premium flagship, the GT2 Pro, as well as the GT2, both of which challenges the current thinking about what makes a flagship. With that in mind, I would like to invite Mark to get us started.
Thank you, Madhav. Hello to everyone around the world watching the live stream. I'm Mark, Product Communications Manager here at Realme Global. I'm excited to be here today for one of our biggest unveilings of the year. With the GT series, we've always focused on outstanding performance, flagship-level processors, super dart charging, and our unique cooling systems to keep everything running smoothly. It's about creating something greater than you see. Let's take a look at what that means to us.
Greater. It's a powerful concept that has always inspired humankind. It drives us to take on challenges, explore new ideas, and discover a better world.
Realme 是带着一种使命的，我们走的每一步都是在践行敢越界的精神。用户是一切的出发点，一个产品就是一次我们和消费者之间的对话。筹备做旗舰机的时候，我们就在思考，一部旗舰手机 它除了拥有强大的性能，还能怎样做到更好呢？
Protecting the environment is a priority we share with our customers. So we used SABIC's bio-based polymer and worked with Naoto Fukusawa to create a design inspired by a natural material, paper. After 12 months of R&D, over 60 prototypes, and more than 1,000 hours of color testing, we found the perfect balance between form, texture, and color.
When it comes to performance, our consumers expect a premium experience, not just specifications that look good on paper. So we made enhancements to both the screen and CPU to make the GT series as powerful and innovative as possible. We took the industry-leading 2K AMOLED flat display and fine-tuned it so expertly that it obtained DisplayMate's highest rating for quality, A+. We employed second-generation LTPO technology, allowing the display's refresh rate to intelligently adapt depending on what's on the screen. This is one of the first smartphones in the world to use the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 processor, the world's fastest Android processor, and we supercharged it with 2 innovations: the new GT Mode 3.0 and our stainless steel vapor cooling system Max.
With more than 20 innovations embodied into one product, we were able to venture into unexplored territory and push technology to new frontiers. And we're not done yet. We still have a long way to go and many new paths to explore along our journey to inspire others to dare to leap and become greater than you see.
The GT series has always been about the relentless pursuit of greater innovation. It's our flagship line, and this shows in both the design and hardware. We feel the GT line is the perfect embodiment of our Dare to Leap spirit, where we push the boundaries on what you thought was possible. With the original GT, the goal was to create a top-of-the-line model at a price that made sense. And the GT took the world by storm, offering flagship-level specs at a price point that blew the competition out of the water. The GT Neo followed, and we unleashed the GT Neo 2 last year to loads of fanfare. With the GT Neo line, we wanted to provide the biggest bang for your buck. And while these phones have received both critical and commercial acclaim, the industry has looked at them and assumed they now know what Realme is all about. But we were just getting started. Today's successors to the GT are going to challenge what you thought was possible from a flagship phone. They're proof that the GT series and Realme really are greater than you see. Beautiful, isn't it? The GT2 Pro combines our quest for innovative design with the best tech we've ever packed into a smartphone. There's a lot going on here, both under the hood and on the outside. So let's zoom in on the top features that make GT2 Pro our most advanced flagship ever. When it comes to product design, our main goal is to create something daring, fun, yet accessible. But beauty shouldn't be skin deep. That's why we went beyond appearances. For GT2 Pro, it all started with the idea of sustainability. For some companies, sustainability means eliminating some of the things they give you, the consumer. Rather than doing more to improve their products, they cut back. They take things away. The most common thing we're seeing is deciding not to equip an adapter when you get your new phone. In fact, 3 out of the top 10 smartphone companies have used this tactic. We don't think that's sustainability. It's certainly not good enough for Realme or our fans. When you buy a flagship phone, you expect a flagship experience. You don't expect to have to buy add-ons. We took sustainability in another direction. We worked with Naoto Fukusawa again for the GT2 series, and like us, he was driven by the question, how do we create a product that is both eco-friendly and aesthetically pleasing? How do we craft a phone that combines sustainability with style and quality? Naoto Fukusawa takes inspiration from the world around him, and for the GT2, that inspiration came from paper. It's natural, it decomposes, returning to nature, and it's a renewable resource. Realme Design Studio and Naoto Fukusawa took this idea and developed the future in paper as their core design philosophy. We wanted to embody this design philosophy both in the aesthetics and the material we used. We had to look for an eco-friendly material that we could mold and shape into an aesthetic resembling paper. It took over 12 months of research and development. This was the longest R&D project in Realme's history, but we did it. We worked hard to get every detail just right and create a phone that not only looks great and feels comfortable, but also achieves our eco-friendly objective. We call this our paper tech master design. So let's take a deep dive into the material. We needed something that meets the need of sustainability, an eco-friendly option that you don't find on other phones. We wanted to find the harmony between innovation and preservation. And that's when we found Sabic, an innovative materials developer with a goal very much in line with our own, to do what others said could not be done. They're an expert in manufacturing biopolymers, materials derived from renewable resources such as paper pulp, a perfect fit for our paper tech master design. They essentially take residual byproducts from other industries and transform them into a usable material. We selected their ISCC certified biopolymer for the rear panel of the GT2 Pro. These types of polymers are a great alternative to purely petroleum-derived plastics, as they effectively reduce the carbon emissions from the manufacturing process. Compared with purely petroleum-based materials, this biopolymer creates 2 kilograms fewer carbon emissions for every kilogram made. When you look at that from a global scale, that's a huge reduction. That makes our paper tech master design the first bio-based smartphone design ever. How cool is that? GT2 Pro is the first smartphone to use a biopolymer for its entire rear panel, reducing carbon emissions from its manufacturing by 35.5%. That's a reduction of over 1/3. Right from the production line, we've cut down on its carbon footprint. We chose a new innovative material, so then it was up to us to find an innovative way to use it. Looking at shape, form, and texture, this was our most complex research and design process by far. How do we imbue it with a paper-like texture? The final texture was achieved with a precise 0.1 millimeter laser engraving technique. The challenge was finding the right level of engraving. If it was too light, the texture of paperboard would be lost. But if it was too heavy, the panel would lose its structural integrity. After months of testing, we found 5,612 microcuts gave the best look, feel, and durability. Once we had the material and texture down, we had to choose the colors. We spent over 1,000 hours looking at 100 different options to find the perfect hues fitting for this design. We finally selected the 2 subtle pastel colors, paper white and paper green, both inspired by the concepts of paper and sustainability. We chose white to reinforce and replicate that feeling of paper. There's no confusing where the inspiration came from with this combination of texture and color. And green as the quintessential color of sustainability, nature, and the environment. So what better color to include for our biopolymer designs? I think you'll agree, both colors look great. But it's not just about looks. They're tough too. We put these devices through every test we could think of: extreme heat and cold, high humidity, friction and drop tests, over 320 tests in total to ensure that the GT2 Pro stands up to wear and tear. And don't worry about that white finish. We added a new crystal UV resin that resists dirt and discoloring. It doesn't affect the texture of the PaperTech Master design. It simply ensures it stays looking clean and bright, like a brand new sheet of paper. You probably use your smartphone more than anything else in a day, so we know how important it is that it feels comfortable in your hand. It's truly a delight to hold. Even with a huge battery, we've kept it at just 189 grams light and 8.18 millimeters thin. And we've kept the screen to body ratio amazingly low, So when compared to its competitor, you get the same size screen, 6.7 inches, but in a much smaller body. There's no wasted space on the GT2 Pro. Now, we could have stopped there, but we wanted to see what else we could do to further reduce its carbon footprint. So we completely redesigned the packaging. I'm proud to say that we've reduced the percentage of plastic used in packaging from 21.7% to a tiny 0.3%. There's almost no plastic in our packaging anymore. And on top of that, 100% of the inks used are environmentally responsible soy oil-based inks, far better for the environment. Thanks to the collaborative effort between our design studio and SABIC, as well as our adoption of more eco-friendly packaging, we're able to bring you a product that's more sustainable than ever before. I'm happy to share with you guys that every 1 million GT2 Pros made with our PaperTech Master design is the equivalent of 3.5 million fewer plastic bottles being produced. Again, we chose not to stop there. We wanted to provide proof that our efforts were not just clever marketing, not just empty words in a presentation. Most environmental issues occur during manufacturing, so we took a close look at our entire supply chain, requiring not only ourselves, but our suppliers to step up their game. I'm proud to say that the GT2 Pro has also received sustainability certification from TCO. TCO is the world's leading sustainability certification for tech products, and their 9.0 certification has the most stringent standards yet. It requires a socially responsible manufacturing process, not just for us, but for all of our suppliers, with over 40 sustainability performance indicators being checked. This is more than just numbers. This is all part of our continued journey to become an even more responsible company. We couldn't be prouder of our PaperTech Master design. While other companies are cutting back on what they include in the box, we're looking for ways to create a truly environmentally friendly smartphone. So when you choose the Realme GT2 Pro, you know you're making the responsible choice. In addition to the paper white and paper green variants, we've also created a classic steel black edition. For this, we wanted to recreate the feeling of metal back covers, but without the weight. We used a new and innovative AG glass chemical etching technique, creating a more frosted look and a more tactile feel. It feels smooth like metal, but light due to being made from sturdy glass. So there you have it, 3 distinct colors for you to choose from: paper white, paper green, and steel black. Their distinct design and texture are sure to make you stand out. Let's take a look at a short video that shows the making of our PaperTech Master design.
Change happens all around us. But is it changing for the better? Rebirth starts with a single piece of paper. Observe it. The touch sparks creativity a screen cannot replicate. Turn it over. The friction of finger against page fuels our inspiration.
電子機器というとクールで冷たい印象があると思いますが、温かみのある印象に変わったらいいなと思いました。
It is more than an experiment for us, but a link to discover a sustainable future design for younger generations. We strive to find the right material, eco-friendly, clean, minimal environmental impact.
We are able to develop products which have the same performance as materials from fossil-based sources, which means they meet the highest standards. As compared to fossil-based alternatives, our materials offer similar performance, but they do provide a 2 kilogram CO2 reduction per kilogram of our alkaline material.
Engraved, melted, painted, and etched into its essence. refined by the burning embers of the mind. Paper awakens reborn.
纸就是纸，它既不是玻璃，也不是金属，它有自己独特的质感。我们经过上百种组合验证，最终在生物基材料上雕刻出5612条纹理，并在表面加入特殊触感的水晶粉材料，极致地呈现出纸应该有的样子。
And this is just the beginning. With Realme, we are entering a new era, where less is more, nature is our partner. And the pursuit of greatness leads our way to a better future, greater than you see. Realme GT2 series.
Our Real Meow collection has always been a popular addition to our products, and I'm excited to announce we'll be releasing a brand new, limited edition Real Meow for every generation of the GT Pro. And to commemorate the world's first bio-based smartphone design, for the GT2 Pro, we're releasing the limited edition Real Meow Paper. In the spirit of being eco-friendly, we used an environmentally friendly, non-toxic resin. Sculpted to replicate the paper-like engraving, this Real Meow perfectly showcases the style and organic feeling of the Realme GT2 series. That's our PaperTech Master design. 12 months of R&D went into constructing this TCO-certified innovation. Inspired by paper and designed by a master, it's our most environmentally friendly design ever. Next, I want to talk about my favorite part of the GT2 Pro, the display. Along with the design, the screen is one of the first things you notice on a smartphone. It's not just a physical component, it's your window into a digital world. The problem today is that there's always a compromise between high resolution and high refresh rate. But Realme fans, they want it all. They want an ultra-high resolution display with a high refresh rate to match. Our team has been working on this for the past 4 years. This is the first smartphone to use this new screen, so we get to give it a name. Say hello to Realme Super Reality Display. Super Reality Display is built to deliver incredibly realistic visuals that feel rich, natural, and authentic. But we also ensured it's as responsive as it is clear. To achieve that, we've applied everything we learned about displays in GT2 Pro. I'm proud to say this is the world's first smartphone to have a 2K AMOLED flat display with an LTPO 2.0 technology. So how does it stack up against the competition? Let's look at another popular premium flagship for comparison. From resolution to color depth and refresh rate technology, you can see it offers one of the best displays out there right now. So let's see how Super Reality Display on Realme GT2 Pro stacks up against it. The Super Reality Display was created using a 6.7-inch AMOLED with over 4.5 million pixels and a whopping 525 pixels per inch. This 2K Super Reality Display has 14.6% more pixels per inch than its competitor. That greater pixel density means text will appear sharper and images will show amazing details, like individual blades of grass or strands of hair. In addition to resolution, great color and contrast are essential for the most cinematic viewing and gaming experience. The Super Reality Display has outstanding color performance with a 10-bit color depth. This level of color depth can produce 1,024 shades of red, green, and blue each, adding up to an impressive 1.07 billion colors in total. That's 64 times more color information than a typical 8-bit display, which can only produce about 16 million colors. With 10-bit color, you can expect smooth transitions from one shade to another. In terms of contrast, the higher the contrast ratio, the deeper and more distinct the blacks, which makes a huge difference to picture quality. You really notice this with dark scenes in games and films. Our Super Reality display has an unbelievably high contrast ratio of 5 million to 1. The competition has a contrast ratio of just 2 million to 1. That means the Super Reality display has a 150% higher contrast ratio. Compared to SDR, HDR is far brighter, has higher contrast, and much better color accuracy. When you look at an SDR screen, you probably can't tell, but side by side the difference is staggering. Once you've seen HDR, there's no going back to SDR. The standard format for HDR content is HDR10, but we went one better again, giving you HDR10+. This means the screen reacts dynamically to every single frame, giving you great HDR visuals for every scene. We also want to make sure those billion colors are displayed accurately. Color accuracy is measured using JNCD, just noticeable color difference. The lower the number, the better the color reproduction. A score less than 1, and your eye won't be able to see any problems with the color accuracy. But why aim for just a score less than 1? That's not greater than you see. GT2 Pro has a ridiculously small score of 0.5. That's visually indistinguishable from perfect. For brightness, the Super Reality display can reach a peak outdoor brightness of a massive 1,400 nits, making the Super Reality display one of the brightest in its class. It also features 10,240 individual levels of brightness that adjust automatically according to your surroundings for optimal power saving and comfortable viewing experience. This all adds up to a beautiful piece of technology. But again, don't just take our word for it. The GT2 Pro has received the highest possible score for screen quality from DisplayMate, A+. But that's not all. What makes the display truly unique, worthy of the name Super Reality display, is the LTPO technology. With LTPO 2.0 technology, Super Reality display can automatically adjust the refresh rate from 1 to 120 Hz and everywhere in between. It dynamically matches your content to help preserve your battery when you're reading an article, for example, but then can ramp up to 90 or 120 Hz when you're gaming and need split-second responsiveness. Speaking of split-second response time, when compared to its competitor, the Super Reality display features 5.6 times faster refresh rate, so everything looks and feels more responsive and smoother. Thanks to the LTPO 2.0 technology, GT2 Pro sees an improved battery life by 1.7 hours, so you are able to watch one more movie or get through one more game. Super Reality display combines the most advanced display hardware and software optimization to give you lightning-fast responsiveness. This result is a boost in touch sampling rate to a whopping 1,000 Hz. That means the display looks for touch input 1,000 times a second. And to make sure the display stays looking good, we've protected it with Corning's Gorilla Glass Victus. This coat of armor is up to 4 times tougher than competitive aluminosilicate glasses and means you can drop the GT2 Pro from 2 meters and the screen will be fine, although we hope you don't. So in comparison, you can see that our Super Reality display outshines the competition, especially in terms of resolution and that huge contrast ratio. This all adds up to an amazing viewing experience packed into this premium smartphone. So there you have it. The Super Reality display is the only flat display in its class that delivers 2K resolution with LTPO 2.0 technology. It has practically perfect color accuracy, and with GT Mode 3.0, we offer you 1,000 Hz instant touch sampling. Greater than anything you've seen before, this is the world's first 2K LTPO AMOLED flat display with an A+ grading from DisplayMate. Next, let's talk about performance. The GT series has always been in pursuit of outstanding performance, and with the GT2 Pro, our product team has really gone all out. For a Pro model, obviously, we've included the world's fastest Android processor, Qualcomm's brand new Snapdragon 8 Gen 1. Qualcomm has really stepped up the game this time. They have moved on to 4nm processing, which is a substantial breakthrough. all thanks to the new ARM v9 architecture. This is the most powerful and smartest processor ever released by Qualcomm. In tests, when integrated into the GT2 Pro, it's achieved a peak Antutu score of over 1 million. This makes the GT2 Pro one of the fastest smartphones in the world. If you want to be one of the first to get your hands on the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1, the GT2 Pro is the perfect choice. It's one of the first premium flagships in the world to come powered by this processor. But with great power, you need greater stability. It's not enough to just use the latest chipset if it can't run consistently. And this is one of the biggest challenges every time a new processor is released. Most flagship smartphones seem fast on paper, but then really start to struggle when running resource-heavy apps and games. Here's the problem. Making the processor and RAM work hard generates heat. It's simple physics. There's no way around that. And as the phone gets hotter, the processor slows down to protect itself. Slower speeds means poor performance. It's like having a racehorse but not letting him run, only letting him walk to the finish line. We want to let the Snapdragon gallop at full speed. This is why at Realme, we pour a ton of resources into developing the best cooling systems possible to allow these processors to work harder for longer. For the GT2 Pro, we've developed an all-new 9-layered cooling system. This is another huge breakthrough for us and for the industry. We're calling it Stainless Steel Vapor Cooling Max. This entire system has been re-engineered from the ground up to maximize its cooling area and heat dissipation capability. Our engineering team has made huge progress over the last 3 generations. The cooling system is an important focus for us because it's the best way to ensure a reliable, sustained peak performance. With a total cooling area of 36,761 square millimeters, this is the largest smartphone cooling surface we've ever made. The Stainless Steel Vapor Cooling Max system has 9 unique layers, including a stainless steel vapor chamber, graphene film, a copper alloy, and our famous diamond thermal gel. The vapor chamber and diamond thermal gel are 2 key areas that we have improved on from the original GT cooling system to ensure better performance. First, we increased the size of the stainless steel vapor chamber to 4,129 square millimeters. That's 30% larger than in the original GT. We've also included our unique diamond thermal gel. This isn't clickbait. There are actually minute diamond particles inside the gel. As a material, diamond has an amazing heat dissipation rate, and by incorporating it into our gel, it makes it 50% more effective than regular thermal gel. According to our data, the maximum temperature for the GT2 Pro's core area has been reduced by 19 degrees. This translates to a 25% increase in heat dissipation capacity compared to the first generation GT. With the rapid development of the mobile gaming industry and the rise of global esports, more and more young people are playing games on their smartphones. Fast and stable connectivity is crucial when it comes to great mobile gaming experience. With that in mind, I am proud to share that GT2 Pro comes with our greatest and smartest mobile connectivity. Thanks to the X65 5G modem on the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 processor, GT2 Pro is one of the first premium flagships in the world to be equipped with 10 GB 5G connectivity. Beyond that, GT2 Pro also comes with our very own antenna array matrix system for smoother and faster connectivity all around. This system consists of 3 technologies: the world's first ultra-wideband hypersmart antenna switching technology, a Wi-Fi enhancer, and an advanced 360-degree NFC technology. The Realme GT2 Pro is designed with 12 wraparound antennas that cover all sides of the phone and support mainstream bands in almost all directions, all with the same signal strength. And because of this wraparound design, GT2 Pro can intelligently judge the signal strength and select the best mobile signal automatically. The Realme GT2 Pro also supports 48 mainstream global bands covering more than 150 countries around the world. If you live the jet-setter life, this means you can get signal almost anywhere, as long as you brought your GT2 Pro. With Wi-Fi Enhancer, Realme GT2 Pro uses omnidirectional Wi-Fi technology for a more stable, consistent Wi-Fi connectivity, which is powered by the Wi-Fi 6 enhanced version. Not to mention, it also supports dual Wi-Fi network acceleration, 5G, and Wi-Fi network overlay, as well as many other software features to give you a Wi-Fi network experience greater than you can imagine. With 360-degree NFC, we have redesigned the GT2 Pro's NFC system from the ground up by integrating the top two cellular antennas with an NFC signal transceiver function, thus forming the NFC3 antenna array. As a result, we have increased the sensing area by 500% and enhanced the sensing distance by 20% compared to traditional NFC solutions. Next, let's talk about battery life. GT2 Pro is our most powerful and fastest flagship yet, but it's also our most efficient. The GT2 Pro comes with a 5,000 mAh battery. This is over a 10% increase in capacity from the previous Realme GT. But what does that mean in the real world? You can see that the battery improvement in real-life scenarios is significant. For instance, you can expect up to 7 hours more video streaming and up to 9 hours more music playback as compared to the GT. Now that's what we mean by giving you nothing but the greatest experience, even when it comes to battery life. Despite how large the battery is, we managed to fit into an 8.18 millimeter form factor while keeping the weight under 190 grams. This is truly an engineering marvel. To put things into perspective, if you compare this with other flagships that come with a 5,000 mAh battery, you will notice they have a much thicker form factor and are much heavier, even crossing the 200-gram mark. Despite having a huge 5,000 mAh battery, the GT2 Pro is truly a delight to hold. We've always tried to push the boundaries of what's possible from a smartphone, especially in function and form. We're also including our 65-watt Super Dart Charge Enhanced, which can charge the GT2 Pro from 0 to 100% in just 33 minutes, so you'll never be chained to the power outlet again. This is a drastic improvement from Realme GT, considering the GT2 Pro features a larger battery capacity while still being able to shave down the charging duration by as much as 2 minutes. The GT2 Pro is the most powerful entry in the GT lineup, with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1's full potential being unlocked by our unique stainless steel vapor cooling max system. The GT2 Pro has set a new benchmark for flagship performance, and with a cutting-edge 5,000 mAh battery and 65-watt Super Dart Charge Enhanced, you get greater battery life no matter what you're doing. Now, let's talk about the GT2 Pro's new camera system. Cameras are one of the most important features for our fans, and our camera team has worked hard to incorporate all the feedback that we've gotten from the Realme community. After 3 years of research and development, this is our most advanced camera system ever. With the GT2 Pro, we're introducing our first ever dual 50-megapixel primary camera system. That's not just one, but 2 primary cameras with 50 megapixels each. The GT2 Pro has a triple camera setup featuring a 50-megapixel primary wide-angle camera, a 50-megapixel 150-degree ultra-wide-angle camera, and a 40x micro lens camera. Let's jump into the main camera first. The 50-megapixel wide-angle camera is powered by Realme's own ProLight imaging technology. ProLight imaging technology was designed to let you capture beautiful photos in any situation. It achieves this by combining a flagship-grade sensor, professional-level stabilization, and an intelligent noise reduction algorithm. For the GT2 Pro, it starts with the huge Sony IMX766 sensor. This massive 1 by 1.56-inch sensor with big 2-micron combined pixels makes it one of the best in its class for low-light photography. Compared with its competitor, it has 13.6% more light intake. More light means more image information, which means better photos. We know it's not always easy to keep your hands steady while you're trying to catch that perfect shot. This is even more prevalent with low-light photography, where the sensor needs more time to capture light. Any movement in your hands while it's doing that, and you'll get a blurry image. Fear not. The IMX766 comes with both optical image stabilization for photos and electronic image stabilization for videos. Optical image stabilization means the lens itself physically moves to compensate for your hand movements. Electronic image stabilization, well, why don't we take a look? You can see on the left how well the GT2 Pro handles stabilization compared to its competitor. So even if you're on the back of a quad bike, your videos will still look stable and smooth. But stabilization is only one aspect of getting a clear image. Another is digital noise, and that can be especially noticeable in low-light photography. The more noise, the more grainy your final shot. That's why the third component of ProLight imaging technology is our unique AI Noise Reduction Engine 3.0. When you press the shutter, the GT2 Pro takes a burst of several photos. The AI Noise Reduction Engine employs an image averaging algorithm to find the differences and removes as much digital noise as possible. And because digital noise comes in different shapes and sizes, the Noise Reduction Engine uses shape-adaptive denoting algorithm to identify and remove these shapes. The result? Beautifully clear, low-light photos with far less digital noise. But a picture is worth 1,000 words. So let's take a look at how clean and clear the images from the GT2 Pro are in comparison to its competitors. Here, we've taken one of the most challenging shots, a nightscape with a bright subject. It can be hard for cameras to keep the scene bright, reduce noise, and not affect the color balance. If we look closer, you can see how good the images from GT2 Pro are in comparison. It has great clarity, low noise, and the color still looks great. Speaking of low light, video can be just as challenging, if not more challenging in low light. How many times have you tried to capture that moment in the dark? A night out with friends, for example, but when you see the result, it's too dark to use. The GT2 Pro comes equipped with our AI Nightscape video that brightens videos by up to 46%. Let's see it in action. You can see for yourself how it intelligently brightens the scene, and yet it still looks natural. Skin tones, shadows, all look true to life. So now you don't have unusable dark videos anymore. And for you creatives out there, try the Bokeh Flare video mode. It intelligently detects the subject and separates from the background. It then blurs the background to help your subject stand out. Even in low light conditions, just look at how much more professional this video looks with Bokeh Flare. In summary, the all-new 50-megapixel Sony IMX766 powered by ProLight imaging technology lets you shoot brighter and sharper photos and videos than ever before. Even if you're shooting at night, you'll get cleaner images and brighter videos. Photography is a form of creative expression, and Realme's philosophy has always been to empower our community members' creativity. Since the introduction of the super wide camera on the original GT, we've seen a ton of amazing photos taken by our fans. Over the past 3 years, we've launched many industry firsts when it comes to camera features. In 2019, we released the first phone with an ultra-high 64-megapixel camera, ushering in an era of unbelievably high resolution for mobile photography. Then, in 2020, we released an industry-leading 60-time ultra-zoom camera. Who needs a telescope when you have a 60-time zoom on your phone? Today, we're announcing our next breakthrough in camera technology. With the GT2 Pro, we're giving you the world's first 150-degree ultra-wide-angle camera on a smartphone. At 150 degrees, you've got unlimited creative freedom. The only limit, really, is your imagination. The field of view for most main cameras is 84 degrees. Our ultra-wide camera gives you a 278% increase in the field of view for your images. Even smartphones that come with a wide-angle camera only go as wide as 119 degrees on average. Our ultra-wide camera gives you a 26% increase. Let me show you the type of shots you'll be able to take. A camera lens this wide allows you to get much more in your shot, whether that's a panoramic landscape or a tight architectural interior. The world's first 150-degree camera in a smartphone naturally needs software that takes advantage of it. And so, we've also included the world's first fisheye mode in a smartphone. 150 degrees lends itself perfectly to the fisheye mode. This angle produces a striking visual perspective and a wide panoramic, spherical image, perfect for extreme sports and creative photography. We can't wait to see what pictures you'll create with the first 150-degree ultra-wide-angle camera and fisheye mode. The third and final part of the camera system is our micro-lens 2.0 camera. It's in our nature as humans to explore the unknown, from the deepest ocean to the depths of space. But you don't need to travel that far to satisfy your curiosity. There's a whole world waiting to be discovered right under your nose. You just can't see it with the naked eye. This is where our micro-lens camera 2.0 allows you to take a closer look and experience the world around you in a whole new way. We've seen micro-lenses before, but our 2.0 version allows you to be 2 times farther away from the subject, making focusing much easier. And we've increased the depth of field 4-fold, ensuring more of the image is in focus, giving you much sharper images and again, easier focusing. All in all, it's now far simpler to create great-looking macro photography. Let's take a look, a much closer look. Just look at the incredible detail you can pick up with this micro lens. With this combination of lenses, you can leave your DSLR at home. You have all you need right here to take everything from extreme panoramas to extreme close-ups. So there you have it, a world-class 50-megapixel camera powered by our ProLight imaging technology, the world's first 150-degree ultra-wide camera, and a 40-time magnification micro-lens camera. This is the most diverse and advanced camera system we've ever put together, and we can't wait to see what photos you create with it. And that's the GT2 Pro, packed with our most innovative features, the new 2K Super Reality display with LTPO 2.0, the world's fastest Android processor, fully unlocked by Realme's stainless steel vapor cooling system Max, and our unique camera setup with dual 50-megapixel cameras. Thanks to SABIC and our collaboration with Naoto Fukasawa, the GT2 Pro is also the world's first flagship smartphone with a rear panel crafted from a biopolymer, making it one of the most environmentally conscious flagships you can buy. The GT2 Pro is a new type of flagship, one that marks a turning point for Realme. It represents the spirit of Realme and the passion of our dedicated fans. This is proof that Realme and our community are greater than you see. Let's watch a short video to once again explore the great features of the GT2 Pro. As I said earlier, the GT series is all about the relentless pursuit of greater innovation. We're guided by the desire to bring this flagship experience to everyone. This was the inspiration behind creating the GT series, to put cutting-edge technology and flagship quality in a smartphone accessible to everyone. With that in mind, I'm very excited to share one more GT product with you today, the GT2. We have carefully crafted this device for those of you who want an outstanding, balanced smartphone. It has everything you expect from a flagship in terms of design, performance, and camera. We've included the same PaperTech master design in paper white and paper green, that same reduction in carbon emissions, and that great paper-inspired look and feel. It also comes in the beautiful steel black AG glass edition. In terms of display, the GT2 features a dazzling 120Hz AMOLED display. You can select from 30, 60, 90, or 120Hz, depending on what you're doing. It has 1,300 nits brightness, 100% P3 coverage, 5 million to 1 contrast ratio, and of course, HDR10 Plus support. We've also included the amazing 1000 Hz touch sampling rate to keep you one step ahead of the competition. And that flagship performance continues with the lightning-fast Snapdragon 888. To help it run fast and stay cool, we've paired it with our stainless steel Vapor Cooling System Plus, which includes our diamond thermal gel, achieving 50 to 60% better results than standard thermal paste at dissipating heat. So no matter what you throw at it, it'll all run buttery smooth. We've included the same whopping 5,000 milliamp hour battery to keep you powered all day long. We've cut no corners. It'll also be equipped with that great 65-watt Super Dart charger in the box. So when you do need a top-up, it only takes 33 minutes to go from 0 to 100%. In terms of cameras, the GT2 features the same great 50-megapixel Sony IMX766 wide camera as the GT2 Pro. And it's also powered by our flagship Pro Light imaging technology, so you can take the great low-light photography. For the GT2, we've paired it with a 4-centimeter macro camera and an 8-megapixel super wide camera, so you get complete freedom for any scenario with just 3 cameras. So there you have it, the GT2, our PaperTech Master design, a 120Hz AMOLED display, the blazing fast Snapdragon 888 with our stainless steel Vapor Cooling System Plus, and the stunning 50-megapixel Sony IMX766 sensor powered by our Pro Light imaging technology. It really is the every person's flagship. That's the hardware taken care of, but I know a lot of you also love the Realme UI, so I'm pleased to let you know that the GT2 Pro and GT2 both come fully loaded with the new and improved Realme UI 3.0. Based on Android 12, Realme UI 3.0 comes with newly designed 3D icons, our fluid space design, and emojis, as well as improved privacy functions like app permission control and location hiding. Designed with functionality and customization in mind, Realme UI 3.0 allows you to express yourself with greater freedom and create an experience unique to you. You'll also be glad to hear we're committed to 3 years of major Android OS updates and 4 years of Android security patches for the GT2 series. I'm also excited to tell you you'll be able to see all the latest products at 4 pop-up stores we're launching in 4 European cities: Madrid, Milan, Paris, or Warsaw. We will also be taking these pop-up stores on the road to other continents and countries soon. You can expect to see them in India, Indonesia, Mexico, China, Egypt, and Russia in the near future. We'll be announcing the dates for these soon. And the Real Meow paper you saw earlier? Well, there will be a limited run of 500, worth 199 euros each. But these are not for sale. You'll be able to see them in the pop-up stores where attendees will have the chance to win one. Check out the pop-up stores for more details on how to take part. I'm also very excited to announce our 2022 Global Photography Contest is coming soon. It's designed to encourage people to seize the beauty of life through their lenses and help discover talented photographers that can convey the spirit of Real Me. There's a prize pool of $10,000 up for grabs and the chance to become Real Me's official associated photographer. Stay tuned by logging on to our global community website and social media accounts to find out when it begins. We look forward to seeing your submissions. As we've seen, Real Me truly is greater than you see, and the Real Me family extends well beyond just smartphones. As Madhav said, our goal is to build an AIoT ecosystem for everyone, based on our 1 + 5 + T model. The 1 represents your smartphone, the 5, our line of AIoT products like laptops and audio hardware, and the T, our TechLife line of products, which includes everything from robot vacuum cleaners to beard trimmers. To tell us about the latest additions to the AIoT line is Andy.
Thanks, Mark. I have to say the GT2 series looks stunning. Hi everyone, I'm Andy, Product Marketing Manager here at Realme Global. And I'm here today to introduce 3 new additions to the Realme AIoT family. Last year, we released our first laptop, the Realme Book, which was a massive hit thanks to its thin, light metal body, crystal clear 2K screen, and amazing performance under the hood. Well, today, I'm excited to introduce the next iteration of Realme laptops, the new and improved Realme Book Prime. All the improvements to the Book Prime are linked back to the processor. First, we upgraded the chip to an 11th gen Intel Core i5, which has a 9.6% increase in single-core performance and a huge 21.8% increase in multi-core performance compared with the previous generation. Second, we looked at cooling. We installed an advanced vapor chamber liquid cooling system. We paired the vapor chamber with 2 ultra-thin, high-speed, high airflow fans, making the cooling system 32.7% more effective at dissipating heat. Why did we install such an advanced cooling system? Well, this cooling allows us to push the processor harder. When you want a processor to run at top speeds, it consumes more power. But more power and higher speeds generate more heat. With vastly improved cooling, that's no longer a problem. For the Book Prime, we've managed to increase the CPU wattage, resulting in a huge 50% increase in power dissipation, so it can work harder when you need it to. And to mark the launch of this new iteration, we've also added a beautiful real green color, unique to the Book Prime. Just look at that. Like the GT2 series, it was inspired by nature and sustainability, and has an elegant, tranquil feel to it. It's a subtle yet distinct color, sure to turn heads and make you stand out from other laptop users in the coffee shop or classroom. The Realme Book Prime takes everything you love about the previous generation, the ultra-clear 2K screen, slim metal body, and great battery life, and then improves on it with a faster processor and top-of-the-line vapor chamber liquid cooling system. It's the perfect choice for creators and gamers. Next up is audio. Our Buds Air series are the perfect choice when you want rich, uninterrupted, immersive sound. And our product team have gone all out this time. So just pop them in, tune out the noise, and enjoy your music the way it was meant to be heard, with the all-new Buds Air 3. Let's start with that design. We really wanted the charging case to stand out. The styling and color schemes were all inspired by the sky. So we took that classic design and gave it the Realme twist with a smooth, flat top we call our Horizon design. Our previous generation offered 25 decibels of active noise cancellation, which is good. But the new Buds Air 3 come with a massive 42 decibels. They utilize 2 microphones, one on the outside and one on the inside, to cancel out more noise more accurately, giving them one of the highest rated levels of noise cancellation in the world. To put that number into perspective, it's a 68% increase in noise reduction capability compared with the previous generation. The noise cancellation on the Buds Air 3 is so good, they come certified by TÜV Rheinland. In fact, they're the first earbuds in the world to have their noise cancelling capability certified by TÜV Rheinland. And what about the sound quality? Well, the Buds Air 3 have a huge 10mm driver sporting a professional-grade LCP, that's liquid crystal polymer diaphragm, for amazing sound quality. And to take advantage of this hardware, we invited a team of audio tuning experts to develop a DBB compound bass enhancement program, giving you a deeper, more mellow bass, specifically designed for this diaphragm. And because the Buds Air 3 are so good, we know you'll want to use them all day. So we made sure you can. You get up to 30 hours of total listening time with the charging case. And when you're in a rush, it takes just 10 minutes charge to get 100 minutes of listening. Now we know how frustrating it can be when the simplest of things, like taking a call, gets in the way of the simplicity you expect with earbuds. That's why the Buds Air 3 can connect simultaneously to 2 devices, which means if you're listening to music on your Book Prime and you get a call, they switch seamlessly to your smartphone to take that call, You never have to take the buds out. How cool is that? So there you have it. Hybrid active noise cancellation, enhanced bass, and up to 30 hours listening time. They also come with transparency mode, so you can hear the world around you without taking them out, and IPX5 water resistance for when you're sweating during a workout or if you get caught in the rain. Escape the crowd with the immersive experience that is the Buds Air 3. And finally, we have another addition to the Buds family, the all-new Buds Q2S. These wireless headphones come with the same amazing 30 hours playback time and that same great 10mm driver for outstanding sound. If you're in a rush, you can get 3 hours of playback with just 10 minutes of charging. That's crazy. And you get ENC noise cancellation for when you're on a call. They're a fantastic choice if you're looking for quality, lightweight earbuds. Now back to Mark.
Thanks, Andy. Now let me spend the next few moments to talk about a great innovation that you are all familiar with, and it is one of the favorite features of our Realme fans. That feature is our fast charging technology. Now, it is no accident that our fast charging technology is ahead of the curve when compared to the similar devices in the same class. That's because over the last 4 years, we have been consistently invested in giving you the fastest and most efficient charging experience possible. Today, you will find most Realme smartphones come equipped with either our Dart Charge or Super Dart Charge technology, which gives you charging power between 18 watts and 65 watts. Depending on the smartphone's battery capacity, our charging technology will intelligently fully charge your Realme smartphone in under 35 minutes on average. Today, we are ready to announce our next breakthrough in our charging technology. 4 years in the making, I am excited to give you a sneak preview at our all-new Ultra Dart charging architecture. We believe this is the next step forward in our charging technology to let you fully charge your smartphone in a shorter amount of time, to free you up to do more of what you love. The all-new Ultra Dart charging architecture is also the world's first charging architecture that was built specifically to support charging powers between 100 watts and 200 watts. Let's see how this works. At its core, the Ultra Dart charging architecture is based on 3 technological advancements. First, it utilizes multiple charging pumps to increase the charging current, meaning it can charge your smartphone much faster. Secondly, a temperature management algorithm ensures that it does this safely and keeps your smartphone temperature at an ideal level while charging. Finally, we pair this with an industry-leading lithium battery in the smartphone, which has a higher maximum charging current to, again, allow for faster charging. That means you can expect Realme smartphones powered by our 150-watt Ultra Dart charging architecture to get 50% charge in under 5 minutes. They'll also keep their temperature under 43 degrees Celsius and retain a battery capacity of 80% even after 1,000 complete charge cycles. I am also excited to announce that Realme GT Neo 3 will be the first product to be powered by our all-new Ultra Dart charging architecture at 150 watts. That means GT Neo 3 will have the world's fastest charging speed of any smartphone. Let's see this in action. How cool is that? We can't wait for you to get your hands on the GT Neo 3. It will be launched soon, so keep your eyes peeled for more information. Well, we're almost at the end of today's product launch. You can see from today's lineup our relentless pursuit of greater innovation. We can't wait to see what you think of our latest generation of products. Now, back to Madhav for the all-important prices.
So now we come to the prices. Let's start with the GT2 Pro. There are 2 versions to choose from. For the 8GB variant with 128GB of storage, the price is And for the 12 GB with 256 GB of storage, the price is just And now the GT2. There are also two versions to choose from. For the 8 GB variant with 128 GB of storage, the price is And for the 12 GB with 256 GB of storage, the price is just On the Realme Book Prime, which comes in 3 stunning colors, Real Blue, Real Grey and the all-new Real Green. The i5 version with the 8 GB of RAM and 512 GB of storage will be available for this price. And here's the price for the i5 version with the 16 GB of RAM and 512 GB of storage. For the new Buds Air 3, they come in 2 beautiful colors, the classic Galaxy White and a beautiful Starry Blue. And they will be available for this amazing price. And we also have the new Buds Q2S. They are also available in 3 beautiful colors to choose from. So there's sure to be one you love. And they'll be available for this great price. Now for our 2 TVs. The 32-inch Realme Smart TV will be priced at And finally, the 50-inch Realme Smart TV 4K will be available for this price. Well, that's all our new products for today, guys. Thanks for tuning in and I'll see you again very soon.